Hey everybody, Dan here with Delta Vector Aerial. I just wanted to answer the most common question I've received about the mystery drone swarm that's here in Colorado and Nebraska. So what do I think it is? I think it's misidentified aircraft and or the SpaceX Starlink satellites that have been launched over the last year. I'll go through and explain why I think that here over the next couple minutes. My background, I'm CEO of Delta Vector Aerial, which is a drone consulting and services company here in Colorado. I also have a background as an Army helicopter pilot, and I have a bachelor's in astronomy with an emphasis in astrophysics from University of Colorado. So what we know about the drones are typically spotted after sunset and appear to be in a formation. The drones flash white and red, and the drones have an estimated wingspan of 6 feet. What we don't know is we don't know who is controlling the drones, and we don't know what they actually look like because there have been no clear photographs of any drones that haven't either been proven to be something else, either a helicopter or an airplane, or verifiable that they are actually drones. So misidentified aircraft, here I'm going to show you a quick clip from a news report that was put out the other day.
With 6 News exclusive.
That sounds like single engine aircraft to me.
Tonight, west of Omaha, and we encountered one of those so-called drones that have captivated our attention. A Saunders County deputy is among many who have reported the sighting.
Well, tonight we tagged along with him to go looking for more, and as you just saw, we had several encounters. Liliana Pearson is live in Saunders County. Liliana?
I'm in rural Saunders County outside of Meade, Nebraska, where we had 2 close encounters with what we're assuming might be these drones that we're estimating to be between 4 and 6 feet wide, that were so close overhead we could actually hear their propellers, giving us a first-hand look at this phenomenon that's capturing the attention of so many.
What is that?
6 on Your Side had their boots on the ground tonight. After dozens of distant sightings, we had 2 back-to-back close encounters of the mysterious drones that flew less than 100 feet above our heads.
What? It's a V. It's got a V. It's like, what the heck?
Most drones we saw stayed well away, hundreds of feet in the air, and were moving around 50 miles an hour, according to Deputy Kennenbeck.
It definitely raises curiosity.
Okay, so real quick before I go to the next slide, they said it was about 100 feet overhead, 6-foot wingspan, V-shaped, and they could hear the propellers of the drone. Just to show you where they were near Meade, Nebraska. County Road R is what is said in the article online, which is about 6.5 miles from the nearest airport. So seeing airplanes out there, especially on good nights to fly, would not be surprising to those of us in aviation. Here's a picture, a screenshot of the misidentified aircraft. If you look at the lighting, you can see landing lights, position lights, and strobe lights for anti-collision. And if you were to see it in the daytime, this is close to what it would look like. I did some quick research and found that it closely matches a Cessna 208 Caravan, which has a reported wingspan of 52 feet. So how someone's perspective can change what they're seeing. If we take a person and they see an airplane, then if we know the size of that airplane and where it's at, say 1,000 feet off the ground and 52-foot wingspan, a person who doesn't know what kind of aircraft that is might see a 6-foot aircraft, and if we do some quick math, at about 115 feet above them. So the math checks out in people describing what they think they're seeing. Other contributing factors to why people misidentify aircraft is that they're inexperienced with aircraft at night, making it difficult for them to identify distance, direction, orientation, and the speed of the aircraft. Another thing is an audio illusion that happens in cold weather, is that the sound travels more easily through the air, which means that something further away will either sound louder or sound like it's closer. Not being familiar with drones and drone technology. Next, going to the SpaceX Starlink satellites. Here's a quick video. You can see it up here. It's a trail of lights going across the sky, which if they were spread out more, would probably look like they were in some sort of formation. So, as you can see, a trail of satellites Seen from the ground and not knowing what it is, I could see how someone would easily think that that could be a series of drones in line with one another. SpaceX launched satellites most recently on January 6th. Before that was November 19th, and before that was May 24th. They launched 60 satellites at a time, and they follow the same similar orbital path, so I could see how someone would think that they're flying a grid. Finally, and how satellites can be confused for drones. The first thing is scintillation, which is going to give a celestial object or something reflecting light from outside the atmosphere the appearance of flashing from blue to red to white. And then I noticed that the highest times of reporting were just after sunset, which is the optimum time if you wanted to look at satellites. In conclusion, most drone sightings are either going to be spacecraft or misidentified aircraft. If you're out there, please don't shine a laser at a drone or try to fire a weapon at a drone. Both are federally outlawed, come with hefty fines and jail time. And as a pilot, I've been shown with a laser, and it's definitely dangerous to pilots and crew. Drone pilots out there flying at night, please be safe. Be mindful of Flight for Life or medical helicopters flying around. If you're out there seeing stuff in the sky, relax. Just so you're aware, no one is really that interested in what you're doing. No offense, but it's the truth. No one is going to claim responsibility for flying a fleet of drones out there because there is no one flying a fleet of drones out there. I believe the next wave of drone sightings is going to be Monday, January 13th or January 14th, as long as the skies are clear, because that's when the Starlink satellites are going to be passing overhead just after sunset. Here are a few references: 6 News Starlink video, and then a Starlink Tracker to be able to see when Starlink's going to be overhead, so you can verify whether or not what you're seeing is Starlink or something else. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, share, comment. If it's on YouTube, links are going to be in the description, and please share it so that way people know how to critically think about what they're seeing in the night sky. Fly safe. Take care.